Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Thunderbird High School, Jack Story Field, the site of tonight's Thursday night football game between the Sierra Linda Bulldogs and the home Thunderbird Titans. My name is James Fluby, coming to you live here alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Ed, this is going to be a fun one here tonight. I'm excited to see the Bulldogs. They got a high-powered offense, but so do the Thunderbird Titans, and both these teams play really good defense as well.
They really do. I like both of these football teams. The makeup of these football teams is a huge game for both of these teams. Clearly, a 4A Southwest game, the first one for Sierra Linda. They're 3-3. They're on a 3-game losing streak. They started 3-0, so you know they would love to get off the schneid tonight, get a victory over the Titans here in this building, get a good road victory, and get their first section victory of the season. But as you mentioned, both of these teams are strong offensively and defensively. So many talented young men on this football field for both these football teams. I am excited to see what's going to happen in the course of 48 minutes of football.
We have got about 7.5 minutes remaining here in our pregame segment. We welcome you inside the broadcast booth here, high atop Jack Story Field here, just off of 19th Avenue and Thunderbird in Phoenix. This is going to be an exciting one tonight. We've had this one on the schedule all year long, and these teams are going to be fired up. I'm fired up. It's a beautiful night outside. It's cooled off. The high was right around 90 degrees today, but you wouldn't know it now. Not much of a breeze, but it should be a nice evening out here.
Beautiful night for football. I know there's a Cardinals game going on just a few miles down the street at that big stadium. Cardinals in the New Orleans Saints for Thursday night football. But folks, thank you for joining us for this version of high school Thursday night football.
That's exactly right. We got a good one for you here tonight on the Epic Sports Network. We'll take a short commercial timeout and come right back here for more Epic Sports presentation of Thursday night football right here on the Epic Sports Network. It's the Sierra Linda Bulldogs and the Thunderbird Titans. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We welcome you back to Jack Story Field here on the campus of Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. Thursday night football on the air here on the Epic Sports Network. We are live from Jack Story Field here in Phoenix. This is going to be a great matchup tonight, Ed. Both these teams coming in under first-year head coaches, which is a rare thing to see nowadays.
It is. Coach Ty Prayer for Sierra Linda and Coach Matt Nallette for Thunderbird. And Thunderbird's 4-2 right now. They're in really good position. They're 1-0 in the 4A Southwest. So this is their second section game. They beat Moon Valley here last Friday night, 20-6 in their section opener. We mentioned at the top of the show, Sierra Linda, this is their first section game. And Coach Prayer is going to get those guys back in here and get their full section opener. Hopefully run their record to 4-3, even their record up with the Thunderbird Titans. Of course, they'd have the tiebreaker. They'd love to get a victory again in that 3-game losing streak. They'll get a lot better.
Absolutely, and Thunderbird's gotten off to a great start here. 4-2 under head coach Matt Nallette, and the Bulldogs under Ty Prayer coming in at 3-3. So both the teams really pretty evenly matched when you look at the stat sheets. And these guys have players all over the football field, Ed. I mean, there is a four-headed monster. Have you ever seen a four-headed monster for the Thunderbird Titans? They have three guys that almost have 300 yards rushing each.
Please rise for the play of our national anthem.
We will step aside and take a brief timeout here for our national anthem here at Jack Story Field. We'll be right back with you in just a moment.
Navy flag. Tonight's rifle escorts are Cadet Nyella Jones and Cadet Alan Zarate.
A wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner here from Jack Story Field in Phoenix. Thunderbird High School, the home of tonight's matchup between the Bulldogs of Sierra Linda and the Titans of Thunderbird High School. We're about 2 minutes away from kickoff. We'll take a very short commercial timeout and come right back here for the kickoff of tonight's matchup between the Bulldogs and the Titans. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on the Epic Sports Network. Thursday Night Football coming your way in just a minute.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
The officials for tonight's game were assigned by the AIA and Director of Officials.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. Apologies for a few technical difficulties as we iron out things here in the beginning of our broadcast this evening. Now we're too hot.
Officials for tonight's game are the referee Joe Anderson, the umpire Scott Adams, the linesman Rob Walker, the line judge Bo Adams, the back judge Dave Taysom, side judge Austin Curtis, and the field judge Stephen Smith. Thunderbird, one of the tosses has elected to defer to the second half.
Thunderbird, and they deferred.
Thunderbird has won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half here this evening. Check, 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 1, 2. There we go. Check, 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 1, 2. Why are we so hot?
Follow the Epic Sports Network on Twitter at Epic Sports TV.
Check, 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 1, 2. There we go. I think we're good. Hit your mic for a second, Ed, if you would.
Testing 1, 2. Test, test, test.
There we go.
1, 2.
There we go. Check, 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 1, 2. All right. I think we're good to go. I'm trying not to blow your speakers out at home there, folks. We are about ready for kickoff here tonight. We're still peaking for some reason there. Check, 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 1, 2. There we go. I think we're good now. Check, 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 1, 2. All right. I think we're good now. Okay. Sierra Linda comes out in their blue pants, white jerseys, blue numbers that appear to be trimmed in red, and the white hats. And Thunderbird tonight comes out in their gray pants with orange jerseys, white numbers trimmed in gray, and their white hats with the Titans logo up top.
James, when you talk about the offense for Sierra Linda, it all goes through Stephon Daly. This all-world wide receiver, this young man, 34 catches, nearly 700 yards, and 7 touchdowns. He is electrifying.
That one trails into the end zone for the touchback. So Sierra Linda will start from their own 20-yard line as we're just inside our first quarter of action here from Jack Story Field in Phoenix. Check, 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 1, 2. Check, 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 1, 2. Check, check, check. There we go. I think that might be good. Let's see here. All right, Sierra Linda is going to start from their own 20-yard line. So glad you joined us here this evening on the Epic Sports Network. The clock is yet to wind here to begin our first quarter of play here. A shotgun snap. They hand it off right away. And on the carry for Sierra Linda, that was number 4, Kevin Alexander Tortolero Bracamonte. And I have a feeling, Ed, we're going to be saying that name a whole lot of times here tonight.
Yeah, this young man, that's his 84th rush of the season. He's nearing 400 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. So Bracamonte, number 4, the running back, he is their mainstay back there as far as running backs go. Again, we mentioned number 7, Stephon Daly, nearly 700 yards rushing, 700 yards receiving, and 7 touchdowns. The kid's got a long of 81 yards, so he can definitely take the top off of this Titans defense.
He is the dude, no mistake about it, for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. A loss on the play. They go to the air with it. It's almost hauled in right at the 50-yard line. The intended target was DJ Ross, and it falls incomplete. But a lot of air underneath that football right there, Ed. A lot of air.
There was a lot of air by Kamar Lee trying to make that connection to Ross, but great coverage by the cornerback, number 20, Brian Costa. He's also serves as their punter, 5'9", 160-pound junior. Great coverage by number 20.
That'll bring up 3rd down and long here for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. 11:16 remaining here in our first quarter. So glad you joined us this evening on the Epic Sports Network. 3rd and long here for Sierra Linda. Kamar Lee drops back. He comes near side. It's intercepted near the 20-yard line, and that's going to be a house call right there for the Thunderbird Titans. How about that? Unbelievable job getting into the end zone and scoring the touchdown for Thunderbird. Let's take one more look at it right here.
Number 20, Brian Costa, the young man that was also in that play before on DJ Ross. He comes back the very next play, picks off the quarterback Kamar Lee and takes it back to the house. Great coverage by Costa to read what Kamar Lee was trying to do as far as completing to his wide receiver. He found that route. He jumped it, intercepted it, and took it back. Fantastic coverage, read, and job by Costa. Great athletic effort to take it back to the house.
Outstanding house call there for the Thunderbird Titans. Great videography tonight as well from our camera operator, Alexis Weissar, doing a great job. Up and through the uprights it goes. Our score with 11:08 remaining here in our first quarter. The Thunderbird Titans 7 and the Sierra Linda Bulldogs 0. We'll step aside, take a short timeout, and come right back here for more Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. 7-0 our score. The Sierra Linda Bulldogs trailing the Thunderbird Titans after Thunderbird went down and scored a touchdown on a pick six, courtesy of Brian Costa, the 5'9", 160-pound junior, and he got things started in the scoring department tonight for the Thunderbird Titans.
He did a fantastic start for the Titans to get your start off, get your scoring on defense. That's what you would love to have, your defense become an offense because of the way they play, their aggressive play by Brian Costa.
So Sierra Linda now, and Kamar Lee will go back to work. They hand it off, running with a nice head of steam. That is Malik Bowen, 5'9", 180-pound senior, and he was knifing his way through the defense that time for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice job by the offensive line to open the holes up, and Malik Bowen with some power rushing to go straight, pretty much straight up that A and B gap to get those yards right there. Nice run by number 20.
Not afraid to lower those shoulder pads there as well at the end of the run and finish that thing strong. A 1st down and 10 now for Sierra Linda. Clock runs with 11 minutes remaining here in our first quarter. They bring it near side, and then he cuts it back going the other way out across the 45-yard line. That is Kevin Alexander Tortolero Bracamonte. We're going to go with Bracamonte, the 5'7", 160-pound junior on the tote right there for Sierra Linda.
You know what? I'm going to say his name every time. Kevin Alexander Tortolero Bracamonte. His mom and dad named him that, gave him that special name. I'm using it all night.
Challenge accepted, Ed.
Yes.
Got it.
Great run by Kevin Alexander Tortolero Bracamonte. I love it.
I love the persistence. They hand it off in the middle right there.
Ball carrier again for Sierra Linda. Gain of 1 on
A 1-yard gain on the previous play. 2nd down and 9 upcoming here for the Bulldogs as the clock runs under 10 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
We talked about Bracamonte and how important he is to this offense. 2 games this year, he's had well over one game against ALA Ironwood. He had 165 yards rushing and a touchdown, had 80 yards rushing against Empire. So this young man can get it done in the backfield for Sierra Linda.
Kamar Lee with a high snap. He retreats and covers the ball up at the 25-yard line. The pressure applied that time by Thunderbird and number 8, Tyler Woods, and that was a fantastic close on the football that time by Woods.
It was. You like to see what the Titans are doing on defense right now. They are playing like Titans. Brian Costa with some great plays, and as you mentioned, number 8, Tyler Woods getting back there to see what's happening as far as their offense. He was back there to make that stop on Kamar Lee. Aggressive so far, that Titans defense is.
They are pinning their ears back, as we like to say here, Ed, and coming after that quarterback. It's 3rd down and long here. 3rd down and almost Sierra Linda for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 22.
Kamar Lee once again operates from the shotgun. He's got the stud to the near side, Stephon Daly, 6'4", 175 pounds. He looks that way, connects with Daly at the 35, and right there on defense for the wrap-up are the Thunderbird Titans, led by number 8, Tyler Woods, and he had a host of help on that one right there.
Tyler Woods and also that man, mama, there's that man, number 20, Brian Costa. He is the star of the moment for their defense right now. Brian Costa saw where Lee was trying to go. He was going Daly's way the entire time, and Brian Costa just closed on him and made that nice tackle, wrapped him up and brought him back there, not allowing Daly to break free of him.
So now Sierra Linda's going to punt it away, back deep to receive. Hey, this actually works right here. We got a little bit of light down here with the rosters. I might have to tape him to the bench.
Oh, and Mark Jackson, I hope you're okay with me using your phrase. Mama, there's that man.
Oh, Mark Jackson?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't know if you're talking about Mark Jackson or Mark Jones. Offsides is the call, the early indication there on Thunderbird. So that'll give Sierra Linda a couple of yards. They're going to mark it off now on the far side of the field. And we will just about get out of the way of that light pole here in just a minute. New lighting equipment going in here at Thunderbird High School here in just the next couple of weeks, I understand. Ball is loose. Kamar Lee, a loose snap, and he covers it up somehow at the 20-yard line. And the Thunderbird Titans leading the way that time. Abraham Gomez on the charge that time for the Titans. Wow.
Boy, nothing's really going right for Sierra Linda so far, is it? Especially on offense. 2 drives, one obviously with a pick 6, and this one stalls out, and they nearly turn the ball over with some poor special teams play.
I think we are slowly seeing here, Ed, why this Thunderbird Titans team is checking in with a 4-2 mark. They are hanging their hat on that defense here so far, at least in this first quarter. Now the offense is going to go back to work. Carter Squires. Matthews gets the call that time. Matthews is at 49 carries, 291 yards, 5 touchdowns on the season. Also plays a little bit of defense as well, does number 4. And this guy is a two-way stalwart for the Titans.
Yeah, James, you mentioned that defense. Going back to Thunderbird's defense, they have 15 players with 10 or more tackles. They have 52 tackles for loss. I'm just throwing out numbers. Of their 313 tackles this season, folks, 212 are solo. That lets you know this team plays excellent, outstanding defense when they have to do it one-on-one. Of course, you love to play team defense, but when it comes down to one-on-one play, these kids get it done.
They do indeed get it done. They hand it off once again. This is Sean Matthews getting the carry. He might have a yard, maybe 2 yards. It's going to be hard yards at that as the Sierra Linda defense finishes the play over there on the far side.
The Titans love running back by committee. We talked about it in the pregame. They've got 4 players with nearly and over 200-plus rushing yards. The aforementioned Sean Matthews leads the team with nearly 300 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns. Tyler Woods got 207 and 2 tutties. Brian Chavez has 201 and 4 touchdowns. Elijah Little is climbing up on 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. So there's any kind of interchangeable players that Carter Squires can put in there to run the football.
You got to love that if you're Coach Nolet, having that kind of flexibility. He goes to the air. It's into the end zone for the touchdown. Somehow he hauls it in right there. And that was number 10, Brody Fogelson. And how about that touchdown connection there to Fogelson from Squires? Unbelievable job. One more look at it right here on the replay.
Fogelson is Squires' #1 target. That's his 34th catch of the season. He's over 600 yards receiving, and that's his 4th touchdown. Fogelson just as good as Stephon Daly is. Brody Fogelson is just as good for Thunderbird. You saw him right there as Squires tosses it up there, and Fogelson back in the back of the end zone. He elevates, he gets up, and catches that football. Great job by Fogelson. Great individual athletic effort by number 10 to bring it in for the score.
On for the PAT. It's up and true. 14-0, the Thunderbird Titans on top of the visiting Sierra Linda Bulldogs. We'll step aside, take a short commercial timeout, and come right back here for more Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
We welcome you back, 14-0. The Titans over the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. James Poovey coming to you live here alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Thursday Night Football on the air. This one fielded at the 5-yard line by DJ Ross, the senior. And so now, once again, the Sierra Linda Bulldogs will get another crack at it here on offense and see if they can get some kind of drive going.
Again, on special teams, they muff it. They mess it up right there. DJ Ross couldn't cleanly receive that football and advance it. That's something they've got to work on as far as special teams go. We always talk about, James and I talk about, all 3 phases of a football team need to be in complete harmony and working together. Right now, special teams is not working, and it's just something that Sierra Linda's got to fix. They've got to clean it up, but luckily they've got a lot of football left, so Kamar Lee's got to tote his guys back out there and get these guys going offensively. Hopefully, for their sake, they can drive down and get a score and break into the scoring column.
We have an injury timeout on the field for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs, so we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. We'll be right back here to Jack Story Field in Phoenix in just a moment.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Welcome back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. We resume play, 14-0 our score. The Sierra Linda Bulldogs trailing the Thunderbird Titans. Ball goes out on the far side over there. Malik Bowen, Malik Bowen, the ball carrier there that time for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. Picked up a couple yards on the play. 2nd down upcoming here for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. So glad you joined us this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Make sure and stay with us. Following the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we will award the Epic Wings Player of the Game and get that gentleman up here in the booth. We got plenty of room up here tonight. We can definitely squeeze him in here, don't you think, Ed?
Of course. We'll make room for the Epic Wings Player of the Game.
We will make room.
He earned that spot, whoever it is.
2-by-1 on the outside now. For Lee, he goes to the air. Far side, it's complete near the 30-yard line. Jackson Baird on the reception over there for Sierra Linda. He's got 26 receptions for 242 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season for the junior.
He's another one of those weapons to go opposite Stephon Daly. And Seth Daly's another another weapon for Kamar Lee, also DJ Ross. So he's got some weapons as well, Kamar Lee does. He's got almost 1,300 yards passing and 11 touchdowns. So Kamar Lee is very well versed at throwing the football because he's got guys to throw the football too.
First down and 10 Bulldogs now from the 31. They hand it off. A nice cutback at the 35 and across the 40-yard line. A nice tote right there for Malik Bowen. And Bowen with a beautiful cutback there in the middle of the football field.
Yeah, just off left guard, left tackle. Very nice job by Bowen with that run, number 20, to get some positive yards. Sets them up, got them the first down.
So now Sierra Linda starting to get something going here offensively, moving the chains here as the clock moves with 4:15 remaining here in our first quarter. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Kamar Lee. He's got split backs. He hands it off once again. That's Bowen out to the 45-yard line, and I love the way this young man runs the football, low to the ground, and just keep those legs churning.
Exactly. I agree. I like the way he runs the football. He cradled the football knowing he's going to go straight into the heart of that defense, knowing those guys were going to try to come in and do their best to knock that ball away or try to strip it away. So good job by Bowen protecting himself ahead of time.
A gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 upcoming here for the Bulldogs. Lee's got trips left. Bowen, the lone setback. He looks to this side. He fires to Stephon Daly. He tries to go inside on a little tunnel screen, and right there is a host of Thunderbird Titan defenders led by Travis Woods, among others. That was a swarm of orange jerseys in there.
Swarm is right, James. That's how you try to contain Stephon Daly. I know it's almost impossible to contain this young man. He's got over 100 yards receiving plus in 5 of their 6 games. So this young man is an absolute dynamo as far as wide receivers go, but that's how you stop him. Throw multiple bodies at him and not allowing him to break off free from individual coverage from Brian Costa or whoever else is covering him as far as cornerbacks go. Just throw those orange jerseys at him. Notice I say jerseys, not jersey.
Yes, and Thunderbird doing a great job right now attacking on defense, not waiting on anything, and not even letting Stephon Daly get in that motor running before he's swarmed by those defenders right there. So a big-time possession play here for Sierra Linda coming up on 3rd down and 6. And whistles. And we have a timeout on the field called by Sierra Linda. So we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You are watching Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. We'll be right back to Jack Story Field in Phoenix in just a moment.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. 2:21 remaining here in our first quarter. Sierra Linda now go back to work. 3 on the outside now. And that ball falls. It's a live football. And who's going to get on top of it? That's going to be, it looks to be Thunderbird. And it looks to be the Thunderbird Titans on the recovery right there. That was a backwards pass, Ed, and unfortunately for Sierra Linda, that's a loose live football, and it looks to be recovered by the Titans.
Yeah, and we got a flag on the play. Let's see what the referees decide to do. But as you mentioned, that is an illegal backwards pass, and that's a live football.
Absolutely live, but now it's all up to the laundry. We've got unsportsmanlike conduct assessed to the Thunderbird Titans. So that is going to be a very unfortunate turn of events right there for the Thunderbird Titans, as they had Sierra Linda right where they wanted them and had them backed up with another recovery of the football, and now it's all for naught, and Sierra Linda plays on here with a third and what appears to be 6 upcoming right here.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are lucky to get out of that situation with just what this is, with the unsportsmanlike, with the Titans losing their composure, giving Sierra Linda the football back. But if they had not lost their composure, they'd have fantastic field position and a chance to go up potentially 21.
You hate to say it, but that's the truth, Ed. 4th down and 6 now here for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. They are going to go for it. Lee's going to hand it off to Bowen. He's got room to run. Picks up a couple of yards. Stopped on the play there by Thunderbirds number 85, Marjon Arnold, 6 foot, 180-pound senior, and he did a great job standing up the ball carrier in the hole right there.
Yep, that's what you do. You hit that hole, as you mentioned, and you hit Bowen and bring him down, and the offense takes over. Again, in great field position. So, you know, it didn't turn out the way that they wanted to with that turnover, James, but they still get the ball back in relatively close field position as to what it would have been if they got that turnover.
It's homecoming night here at Thunderbird High School. We'll get you a couple of crowd shots as we progress throughout the evening. It's 14-0 Thunderbird here with 1:46 remaining here in our first quarter. A beautiful evening outside. It's cooled off quite nicely here after the sun has set here in, would you call this north central Phoenix, Ed?
I would.
79 degrees outside right now. The Titans go back to work. Number 13 running the rock this time for Thunderbird. That is Alexander Harlan. 5'9", 170-pound senior. And this guy plays running back and also a little bit of wide receiver as well, catching a few of those balls out in the flat there, Ed.
I'd say he plays a little bit more than a little bit of a wide receiver. The kid's got 13 catches, almost 300 yards, and 3 touchdowns with a long of 50. So I think Harlan's pretty good as a wide receiver.
Not too shabby, right?
No, he's pretty good.
2nd and 4 upcoming here. Under a minute and 10 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. Surveys the field. He fires into the open field. It's complete with room to run and finally forced out of bounds on the near side of the football field. Will Clark, the receiver of that fine pass right there from Carter Squires. One more look at it right here. And Thunderbird now moving the football.
Just one of those unlimited weapons that Carter Squires has to hand off or throw to Will Clark. That's his 13th catch of the year. He's got 2 touchdowns. So Will Clark is a mainstay as well, a major part of this Titans offense.
1st down and 10, Thunderbird. Squires hands it off, going far side. And he is very down near the end zone. Alexander Harlan once again on the scamper right there for the Titans. Another look at it right here. That guy's got some wheels, and he went out the far side with it that time.
I like the patience that Harlan had with that. He was trying to get around the left side of the offensive line, and he was kind of waiting, and he was biding his time, going around the side, kind of waiting for his opportunity to turn it up.
I was waiting for him to get past this pole right here so I could see him on the other side there.
Yeah, this pole's kind of in the way, but, you know, they hold lights, so we got to keep them.
They will not be here for the next time we come out here to Thunderbird High School. They'll be chopping those things down as they fire up the new lighting system here inside the stadium. That will be fantastic. Squires now looks to throw. He fires. It's nearly intercepted. It falls incomplete. His intended target was Andrew Wilkinson. Coverage on the play provided by Kalitri Carr, excuse me.
That's
I didn't see that other T in there.
Carr is a pretty good cornerback. He's got 2 interceptions on the season, so he's used to making plays like that.
43 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. So glad you joined us this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Special shout out to our production crew here tonight. Our producer, who shall remain nameless, our camera operator, Alexis Weissar, and my boy Brecken doing a great job on the score bug down there for us. First down and goal here for Thunderbird. And now it looks like they're going to back it up a couple there. So the ball sits at what appears to be the 13-yard line. First and goal from the 13. You don't say that every day. They send one in motion now. They go across the formation. It's complete out near the 10-yard line.
Pass is complete.
Marjon Arnold
85 Arnold. Here's the flag.
on the reception. There's a penalty flag on the play. Let's take one more look at the previous play right here.
Number 15, Akir Harris, the defensive end for Sierra Linda, and number 29, which we don't have on our roster for Sierra Linda. Otherwise, we'd give him credit by his name. Good coverage on that tackle right there. Let's see what the penalty's about.
Is it time for that weekly public service announcement, Ed?
Yes. Talk about Akir Harris. He's their leading tackler for Sierra Linda. 66 tackles now, 47 of them solo, 9 TFLs, 4 sacks. This kid is a stat stuffer, an interception, a forced fumble, 3 fumble recoveries. Akir Harris gets it done at that defensive end spot.
Absolutely, he does. 37 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. So far, it's been all Titans here tonight from Thunderbird High School.
You know, James, I figure all the research I did with numbers and everything, I'm throwing them out tonight. People love numbers, don't they?
Oh, they love the numbers. Absolutely, they love the numbers. That one falls incomplete. That was intended for Harlan, I want to say there, for the Thunderbird Titans. It falls incomplete. Second and goal now upcoming here for T-Bird. An interesting campus here off of 19th Avenue and Thunderbird. I love the mountains right here behind the campus, and it's gorgeous over here.
Oh, it's a beautiful campus here. One of the older campuses in the area, but it's still beautiful. Beautiful stadium. As you mentioned, they're going to get some new lights in here come next season, so it's really going to light this place up.
They have already got everything. They're digging into the ground back here, running all the new electrical stuff, and it's going to be quite nice out here. In fact, they've already invited us back for next season, Ed. They forced out of bounds near the 5-yard line, but a nice scamper on the play that time by Marjon Arnold. And Arnold, he's the go-to guy here in the recent moments for Thunderbird.
Yeah, and you see it because of the speed that Arnold has. Once he gets the ball and it gets to the outside, he just uses his God-given talents and that speed as we come to the end of the first quarter, setting up in absolutely great field position as they are first and goal, close to the end zone line.
And we got to give it up for that fantastic form tackle there at the end. Kalitri Carr. I'm going to get that right. Kalitri Carr with a fantastic form tackle there to end the quarter here for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. 14-0. The Titans leading here at home. We'll be right back here for more epic Thursday night football right after this on the Epic Sports Network. Make sure and stay with us.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
Two seconds remaining here in our first quarter. After the brief timeout, there was a little bit of time left on the clock, so we're going to have one more play here before the official end of quarter number 1 here from Jack Story Field. Don't forget to stay with us following the conclusion of tonight's ball game. We will award the Epic Wings Player of the Game. And we'll get that gentleman up here in the broadcast booth to talk about his performance here tonight. Squires now from the shotgun. Actually, he's under center. He hands it off and into the end zone for the touchdown. That is Greg Smith, the 5'6", 210-pound sophomore, running behind the pads and into the end zone for 6.
Just a simple handoff from Squires to Smith. As you mentioned, follows his blockers. Fullback, 5'6", 210. Big guy, just rumbles for a yard to get into the end zone for a touchdown. So those 2 seconds they put back on the field, on the scoreboard, Thunderbird takes full advantage of it.
Hey, that's a sign of a good ball club right there, Ed, able to take advantage of every single opportunity you're given. And Thunderbird puts it across the goal line one more time here to officially end our first quarter of play. You're watching Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. More coming your way in 30 seconds.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We welcome you back to the second quarter of action here from Jack Story Field in Phoenix. It's the Thunderbird Titans hosting the Sierra Linda Bulldogs on Homecoming 2022. So glad you joined us this evening on the Epic Sports Network. James Poovey and Ed Cole coming your way. The voices of your Northern Arizona Wranglers. We know there's some Wrangler fans watching tonight's ball game. Ed, somewhere there's got to be a Wrangler fan tuned in tonight's ball game.
James, you mean the 2022 IFL National Champions?
That's exactly who I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's us. Yeah, buddy.
Man, what I wouldn't give for a little Doug DeCero tonight, I tell you what.
Mm-hmm. We'll see him in March.
And we have an offsides dead ball foul assessed to Sierra Linda. So you know that'll be half the distance to the goal. So they'll move it up about 6.5 inches right there.
Regardless, Ryan Monroe, number 17, the kicker, is back there. He's ready to do his duties and kick that extra point.
Fogelson on for the hold. Fogelson has trouble with the hold. He's going to corral the football, almost loses it, and finally able to tuck it back in and avoid what could have been a disastrous play right there for Thunderbird. Nevertheless, Sierra Linda will take over right there. First down and 10 Bulldogs as they try to go at it once again here on the offensive side of the football.
So far, what a homecoming celebration it is for Thunderbird. 20 points to blow it open so far in the first quarter. As we move to the second quarter, couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Titans at home. And when you're talking about Sierra Linda, yeah, they got a bum rush in the first 12 minutes. An absolute bum rush. They got absolutely run over in the first 12 minutes of football, but they've got time. They've got to get their act together if they want to come back and be competitive in this football game. In their first 4A Southwest region football game, they got to play much better.
Yeah, you mentioned that they open a region play here tonight, and Coach Prayer in his first season taking over for the departed Coach Nate Gill, who went to Desert Vista to coach up the Thunder in his first season over there, who he took over for Coach Ty Wisdom, who departed for the East Coast. So there you have all those connections right there.
So many coaching moves, huh?
It's always a revolving door. And, you know, things happen in programs. People have to move away. People move in. People move out. And sometimes it's just the nature of the beast, Ed.
Yeah. Just as much as kids move from school to school,
yes,
the coaches move just as much.
Job opportunities, maybe a spouse has a job opportunity, and you know what? We got to pack this thing up and go.
Yep. So, James, when it comes to the Bulldogs, they just have to take it play by play. If they want to scratch and claw themselves back into it, they can't get 20 points in one play.
Nope.
You just got to build from drive to drive and see what you can do and try to get back into this thing.
We talk about it every week. You got to eat that elephant one bite at a time, and you're not going to get 20 points back in one play. But I tell you what, if you get you a stop or two on defense and try to go score a time or two, and if you're able to get Stephon Daly and some of these other weapons involved, Sierra Linda could very well make their way back into this football game. That one fielded at the 32-yard line with room to run across the 40, out near the 45-yard line. That is Deshaun Smith on the return there for the Bulldogs, and that was a great return to get them in nice field position here to start this drive.
It was good return by Smith. It looks like it was initially it wasn't going to turn into anything, but he found something out of nothing and continued to find some breathing room, and he got up the field and got some kind of yards out of it. Great job by Smith.
All you need is that little crease, right, Ed?
Yep.
If you can just find that crease, you're
just
good.
Just that little slice of daylight, and you can go.
So now Sierra Linda will go to work from their own 45-yard line. Kamar Lee, the freshman, in at quarterback, 86 of 168, 1,241 yards on the season, 11 touchdowns and 8 interceptions for the 5'11 freshman. He goes to work now from the shotgun. He's going to go to the air. He's trying to find Stephon Daly. It's very well covered down the field by the Thunderbird Titans. Arnold with the coverage that time for Thunderbird, and that was a magnificent double covered play there on defense for the Thunderbird Titans.
It was Arnold and number 7, Elijah Little. They double teamed up on Stephon Daly. What did we say? You got to double, triple, quadruple team this guy. Throw as many bodies as you can within reason, and that's what they did right there. But they were not going to let Stephon Daly get one-on-one coverage against the cornerback and potentially beat them, so that's great. They had that double coverage, had the corners and the corner and the safety back there.
Coach Nollette's way too smart to leave Stephon Daly over there by himself many times tonight.
Oh, goodness, yes.
They fire over the middle. It's incomplete. They were trying to find Daly that time. The ball was tipped. Sean Matthews in coverage that time for Thunderbird, and it's tough sledding right here as we go into the second quarter once again here for Sierra Linda.
Yeah, you mentioned Coach Nollette knew, okay, the game plan against that Sierra Linda offense, they key on number 7. If you can cover him and eliminate him, take him off the football field, that makes Sierra Linda a much not a worse football team offensively, but they're not as strong, clearly.
Yeah, you definitely take away their biggest weapon, and it's going to show here in this ball game tonight. 2-by-2 on the outside now for Lee. He's going to bring Stephon Daly in motion across the formation. He hands it off to Bowen across the 50, 45-40. Room to run, and finally brought down at the 35-yard line. And that was a nice tackle on the play there by Ryan Kavalami, but not before a big rip there for Bowen, and a nice run there for the Bulldogs.
Outstanding run by Bowen. I like the way he runs the football, just straight up and down. He runs it, and he's determined. He knows where he wants to go. His vision, he sees where the creases are. You mentioned creases. That word, he found it, and he got those yards, got them the first down on the 36.
Sierra Linda now on the march here. First down and 10 from the 36 as we approach 11 minutes remaining here in the first half as penalty flags fly.
False start.
False start is the early indication.
False start indicated against Sierra Linda. A 5-yard penalty still. First down.
It'll be first down and 15 now for the Bulldogs from the Thunderbird 41-yard line. 11-13 remaining here in our first half.
A critical drive for Sierra Linda. They are in Titans territory. They've got to find a way to punch it into the end zone and get a score here, JP.
They do indeed. They would love to get some points on the board here before the half. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Kamar Lee. He's going to hand it off. Trying to bounce it outside. That time was Kevin Alexander Tortolero Bracamonte. And he was stopped on the play on the far side by a couple of Thunderbird defenders. And they are just knifing through and getting off the blocks up front right now, this defensive line.
Yeah, we threw out the numbers on what Thunderbird does as far as the defense. Tackles, individual tackles, tackles for loss, 10-plus tackles. All these guys just continue to play outstanding team defense and individual defense. That's why Thunderbirds are where they are at 4-2, a very solid football team, but not only because of their offense, because of this defense.
3-by-1 on the outside now for Kamar Lee. He's got Stephon Daly up top outside the numbers. He claps the hands. It's a high shotgun snap. He hands it off. Room to run near the 30-yard line. And a great gain on the play there by Kevin Alexander Tortolero Bracamonte. And let's take one more look at it right here.
Yeah, high snap. Kamar Lee gets it. Luckily, he's got Bracamonte back there. He just hands it off. Kevin Alexander Tortolero Bracamonte.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, challenge accepted. Okay.
Oh, two can play that game, right?
Of course. Nice run, though, by Bracamonte.
Oh, man, great run.
It's good when Kamar Lee has a nice safety valve back there, a strong running back like Bracamonte. He can just hand it off, and he knows he can get it done.
3rd and 7 here. The offensive line firing off the football here on this drive now for Sierra Linda. They bring a man in motion across the formation. High snap for Kamar Lee, and they hand it off, and he is drugged down almost immediately. That's Bracamonte once again on the carry, and Ryan Kavalami on the stop that time for Thunderbird. And once again, they are just shedding the blocks up front and squaring up on the ball carrier and making the open field tackle.
Kavalami, one of their leading tacklers, came into the game with 32 tackles, 18 solo, 10 TFLs, 5.5 sacks, a fumble recovery. Just guys up and down this defensive lineup, James, that just know how to do their jobs. They've got their assignments, and they go do it.
10 TFLs.
10
How
TFLs.
many games have we done this year, Ed, where we've seen these guys with double-digit tackles for loss and multiple guys on the same team?
These athletes out here are outstanding. They are it's jaw-dropping to see what these kids can do.
It really is. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Kamar Lee. 4th down and 7. They're going to go for it right here. He gets the shotgun snap. They empty it out. He fires into Stephon Daly, and it's intercepted on the far side of the field.
That's number 4.
That was Sean Matthews on the INT right there, and they tried to find Daly, and Matthews just jumped a route.
Matthews' 3rd interception. Actually, Stephon Daly kind of bobbled the football, and Sean Matthews is right there. He read what Daly wasn't able to do, wasn't able to securely handle that football, and Matthews is right there, saw the open football, he just got right there for his 3rd interception of the season.
Unbelievable. So now Thunderbird will take over from their own 28-yard line. 8:18 remaining here in our first half, and right now Thunderbird on cruise control, 20-0 here over the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. Don't forget to stay with us. Following the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we'll award the Epic Wings player of the game. Thunderbird hands it off now. Out to the 35-yard line it goes on the carry. That was Tyler Woods. Woods picks up a nice chunk there on 1st down. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down and 3 here. Under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Homecoming 2022 from Jack Story Field. Coached on this field one time, Ed, in 2013. A toss now. They bring it near side and forced out of bounds. Tyler Woods on the carry that time for the Thunderbird Titans, and a nice gain on the play right there for Woods. That was perfect, lowering that down just a little bit. Perfect.
It was. So Woods lowered it as we lowered your level. Woods lowered
the pole in the way again.
That's okay. Again, it's a mainstay. We can't move it, James.
We cannot.
No.
But next time, folks, it will be gone.
It'll be out of here.
We will be back here next season for another edition of Thursday Night Football right here at Thunderbird High School. They hand it off now. Going out the far side. That was Elijah Little. And Little has 19 carries, 197 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the season. And there's a penalty flag on the play.
Holding on Thunderbird. That'll back him up 10 yards.
So that is what we like to call a drive killer right there, Ed.
Yep. It's a 1st down killer.
A nice crowd on hand here tonight. Wouldn't you agree? The stands are pretty much full. A great student section over there. A lot of cheerleaders on hand. I'm sure there's a lot of alumni here tonight as well for homecoming. And a beautiful night outside. Not too much of a breeze, but right now it's cool enough you really don't even need it.
Yeah, and it's one of those most anticipated games on every football team's schedule. When is homecoming? Homecoming is when? Okay, I'm there for that. People come out for homecoming. It's a special occasion.
It is. Rolling out to his right, Carter Squires sets the feet, completes the pass at the 35-yard line. Room to run out across the 45 all the way down to the 40-yard line. And that was Sean Matthews once again on the reception for Thunderbird, and he picked up a huge chunk right there.
Yes, he did, right there. Carter Squires found him wide open out there in the flat, hit Sean Matthews. Matthews had nothing but green grass ahead of him and daylight and freedom, so he was able to do that. But there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it gets negated.
Once
Another
again,
holding.
Let's give it up to our videographer, Alexis Weissar, doing a great job bringing you that tight shot right there on the play. Holding, once again, a drive killer, as we mentioned there, after a fantastic gain for Sean Matthews, all for naught for the penalty.
Yeah.
That hurts.
It does. And realistically, you could call holding on every single play if you're the referees.
You could, Ed.
But, you know, that would really hamper the football game. So you pick and choose your spots where you call holding.
And it's all about the difference between here and here.
Yes.
If you're here, they're going to call it. If you're here, they're not going to call it.
Most likely not, no. But you get up
You
around
gotta
that
get those
shoulder
hands
area.
inside, but if you let those hands leak out to those outside of the shoulder pads,
They're throwing that laundry.
that flag's coming out. Carter Squires with a play fake. He bootlegs out
goes to the air. It's hauled in right on the sideline. And how about the concentration right there from that young man? Oh my goodness, Alexander Harlan hauls in off the deflection. One more look at it right here. Oh, wow.
Carter Squires was initially looking for the tight end, Will Clark. Will Clark had it. He bobbled the football. Oh, it's incomplete?
And now they're saying it's incomplete. Oh, man.
That was still a heck of a play, though.
Well, you got to run that replay anyway, right?
Of course, yeah. Squires, again, was looking for Will Clark. Will Clark couldn't make the catch. He bobbled it, but Alexander Harlan was right there. He came behind, and unfortunately, his catch didn't count as a catch.
Wow.
That was still a
Two amazing plays right there for Thunderbird, and they both get called back for a penalty. So once again, second down here, and 2nd and 11, we'll call it, for Thunderbird from their own 40. Squires under center. He's got split backs behind him. The patience, they hand it off. Number 4 nearly loses the rock there at the 40-yard line. Sean Matthews on the carry for Thunderbird. Daniels on the stop there for Sierra Linda.
And if you're the Titans, you wonder where this drive would actually culminate in if they didn't have so many penalties. And they are where they are because of a couple holding penalties, and it's just it's one of these drives that are just it's stalling. It's just in neutral. You know, you put your car in neutral and it just kind of it just revs up and it doesn't go anywhere.
And then you get a penalty flag and you throw it in reverse.
Yeah.
3 receivers to the near side, one to the top now for Squires. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's brought down to the backfield for a sack. Number 13, Albert Young on the hunt that time for Sierra Linda, and he caught Carter Squires from behind.
That's exactly what Young and this Bulldogs defense needed, a sack right there. Of course, they love all the penalties that the Titans are doing to back themselves up, but that sack right there forces a 4th and 19 situation. You would assume it's a punting situation, yes.
It is a punting situation indeed, and now back deep for Sierra Linda. This will be number 29, who you mentioned earlier, Ed, we don't have on the roster. Brian Costa on to punt it away now, the 5'9", 160-pound junior for Thunderbird. Whistles and a timeout on the field. So with 5:05 remaining here in our first half, we'll step aside and take a short timeout and come right back here for more Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. More from Jack Story Field in 1 minute.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School. The ball is punted away. It crosses the 40-yard line and takes a Sierra Linda bounce all the way down to the 34. That was a Thunderbird bounce, my mistake. So Sierra Linda will take over at the 34-yard line. They trailed 20-0 here to the Thunderbird Titans. 4:54 remaining here in our first half. Don't forget, stay with us. Following the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we'll award the Epic Wings Player of the Game.
Kamar Lee now from the shotgun on 1st and 10. On a counter, this is Alexander Tortolero Bracamonte on the carry. Bracamonte gets 5 quick yards out to the 39. 2nd and 5 upcoming here for the Bulldogs. Clock runs with 4.5 minutes remaining here in our first half. Stephon Daly to the top of your screen. He's got Malik Brown and Bracamonte in the backfield. Here's the shotgun snap. He retreats. He's going to go to the air. He's got a man, and it's too tall. The intended target was Seth Daly, and the 5'11 sophomore brother of Stephon Daly, trying to get his little fly route on right there, Ed.
If you're the members of this Titans defense, you've got to love what you're doing so far against this Sierra Linda defense, especially against number 7, Daly, one of the best wide receivers, not in this state, but in the country. You've got this kid neutralized so far, and you've given up 0 points through almost 20 minutes of football.
I don't think Daly has a catch yet.
I don't think so, no.
He almost had one there a few minutes ago, but it fell and then was intercepted by Thunderbird. Sorry about that. 3rd down here, possession play for the Bulldogs. They hand it off, coming near side. This is Bowen. He's got room to run all the way out to the 45-yard line, and Bowen with a full-grown man play right there for the Bulldogs.
Nice play there. Give credit to David Guzman, Matthew Acosta, Matthew Alvarez, Frank Balon, and Jaden Love, the offensive lineman for Sierra Linda, making it happen. But here's a play. As soon as I give love to Sierra Linda's offensive line, they get called for holding.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Holding assessed to Sierra Linda, so now that'll back them up a few more yards. And you can see all the way on the far side over there, Anthony Lefty Garcia holding up the signage for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs.
Holding up the New York Jets
sign? They got
sign?
the Jets up there right now.
You mean the 4-2 New York Jets?
Yeah, how about that,
How about that? Robert Sala's doing a great job there with the Jets.
He is doing a fantastic job up there in the Meadowlands. 3rd down and 11 now for the Bulldogs. Empty backfield here for Kamar Lee. He goes to the air, fires, and it falls incomplete. His intended target was Seth Daly, and the ball just simply too low on that attempt right there.
Too low, but even if it was high enough for Seth Daly to catch it, number 8, Tyler Woods, was right there to make the tackle. Just the way these cornerbacks are covering these wide receivers, it's a work of art. They're working really well so far.
You have got to give it to this defensive backfield right now for the Thunderbird Titans.
4th and 11 for the Bulldogs.
So you can only assume this is the punting unit trotting on now for Sierra Linda. Abraham Gomez will punt it away here, and back deep to receive for the Titans, it'll be Elijah Little. A high end-over-end kick. Peter as it caroms off of one of the kick team, I believe. And it goes out the far side over there. And we will see if we can't see one more look at that play right here. 2 flags on this one, Ed, as we look at it one more time.
I believe he had a Titans player on special teams before the return was made. And then that flag immediately came out after that.
So we'll see what the official wording is here from our AIA officiating crew. I'm going to see if I can get those gentlemen's named here right quick.
The officiating crew together discussing. .322 left in the first quarter. Home team up 20-0 on homecoming night.
Well, Ed, this is a great opportunity to recognize our AIA officiating crew here tonight. Our referee, Mr. Joe Anderson, Our umpire is Scott Adams. Our linesman tonight, Rod Walker. Our line judge, Bo Adams. Our back judge is Dave Taysom. The side judge this evening, Austin Curtis. And the field judge, Stefan Smith, all under the direction of the Director of Officials for the AIA, Mr. Brian Gester. And we always appreciate their efforts, and they always do a great job giving us the top-notch crews here for Thursday Night Football.
No question.
But they're still sorting this one out here on the field. The ball currently sits at the 35-yard line. We have an illegal use of the hands.
Offsetting penalties.
That's a legal block in the back right there. That'll be assessed to the Thunderbird Titans.
So there was a penalty on Sierra Linda that Thunderbird declined.
Okay. First down and 10 now. We are ready to play finally from the 25. Carter Squires now from the shotgun. He's got protection. He directs traffic down the field, fires, and it falls incomplete. The only guy in the same zip code there for Thunderbird was Brody Fogelson.
And he wasn't even close to that zip code.
He wasn't even close, you're right.
I think Squires was just, as you mentioned, rolling out. He felt the pressure, and he's just directing traffic. Guys, just go in the area. I got to get rid of this football, otherwise I'm going to get sacked.
And a heads-up play there by Squires, keeping his shoulders squared to the line of scrimmage, eyes down the field the entire time, and smartly ended up just kind of throwing that one away to live to play another down. 2nd and 10, that down here for the Thunderbird Titans. 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in our first half. Squires now from the shotgun. A little tunnel screen. It's complete across the 30-yard line. And the receiver on that one for Thunderbird, it looked to be number 18, and unfortunately I don't have him on the roster, but we're going to take another look at that tunnel screen right here. We have an injured player on the field right now for Sierra Linda.
That's a big one, too. Number 15, Akir Harris, their leading tackler. That's not a guy they want to have down injured.
So with that injury timeout, we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You're watching Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. More coming your way next from Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your
We welcome you back to Jack Story Field here in Phoenix. 20-0, the Thunderbird Titans over the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. Out the gate with it on the far side. That is Sean Matthews on the tote there for the Thunderbird Titans. And Matthews with a beautiful head of steam on that one right there, Ed.
That was a nice run by Matthews. As you mentioned, just power running off the right side, off that right guard, right tackle position. He just gets to the outside and just powers his way for yards. Gets them first down, 1st and 10 on the 45.
Ball sits right at the 45-yard line of the Thunderbird Titans. They go other side with it, running through the traffic. That's Sean Matthews, and he's finally brought down. And that looked to be number 24 on the stop, Talon Viner. But that's a first down right there for Thunderbird, and they are carving up yards right now here on the Sierra Linda defense.
Yeah, we talked about how good this football team runs the football, about 180 yards rushing a game. That's what Thunderbird does as far as running the football. They are outstanding as far as handing it off and these guys running it.
First down at 10 now. Ball at the 38-yard line. Going far side with it. Room to run. And he's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown. How about that? A house call right there for Marzon Arnold. And Arnold was just all speed once he got to the edge, and they weren't going to catch him.
Nope. Once he got that handoff from Squires, as you mentioned, he got around that right side. He went straight down the sidelines, and he just kept running and running and running. And before you know it, he was in the end zone for their 26th point.
Talon Viner, the only one out there, the sophomore for Sierra Linda, the only one with a chance on that play for the Bulldogs. And Thunderbird just all over the Bulldogs right now. We have a flag and whistles on the play. Offsides is the indication. Joe Anderson confirms that said indication. It will be declined by the Bulldogs. Ryan Monroe now. Fogelson with the hold. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Thunderbird 27 and Sierra Linda 0. Ed, it's all Thunderbird here in this first half during Homecoming 2022. And right now, Thunderbird looking very impressive here, to say the least.
Started off early in the first quarter. Brian Costa with a pick six puts them up 7-0. Carter Squires hits Brody Fogelson for a touchdown, puts them up 14-0. They get their 20th point in the first quarter. Greg Smith with a touchdown run. Second quarter, as we just saw, Marshawn Arnold with the long touchdown run, 27-0. So everything's working so far for the home team on Homecoming, 27-0. Offense is rolling, defense is rolling. It's a complete package so far for the Titans.
It really is. They're able to move the football, get stops on defense, and even come up with a couple of, take advantage of a couple miscues there as well by Sierra Linda. And it's 27-0 here, just inside 2 minutes remaining here in our first half. There it is. Where'd my water go? Monroe with a beautiful kick. Jackson Baird will be right there down in the end zone for the touchback, and now Sierra Linda will go back to work here, trailing 27-0, 1:58 remaining here in the first half.
At this point for the Bulldogs, you want to do anything you can to get points, whether it's 3. You'd love to have 6, 7 points. That'll make you feel better going into the halftime, but you're down 27 points. You got to find a way to get that 0 on the scoreboard we're looking at under the guest to turn into a 3, a 6, or a 7. Because it'll change the way you prepare for the third quarter, knowing that you got a score and you actually broke through this defense.
You see the Bulldogs on the far side over there huddling up, and we see Coach Rangel here from the Trevor G. Brown Bruins here, just down from the broadcast booth. They were on Thursday Night Football here with us as well this season, and he's over here seeing his bow. Coach Prayer on the other side over there for Sierra Linda.
Oh, he's scouting out Thunderbird because they play them next Friday night here.
So that's called a win-win is what that is.
No,
right
they're at G. Brown next week. I'm sorry.
They go to the air with it here on first down. It's tipped, and I believe it might be hauled in. And they say he caught the football. Jackson Baird with an unbelievable catch there on the near sideline. And let's take one more look at it right here. Unbelievable.
Tip drill. Jackson Baird right there. Yeah, so Kamar Lee looks to his left. He looks back to Jackson Baird, and he makes the catch.
He hauled it in.
Great.
Far side now with it they go. This is Anthony Garcia. And Garcia forced out on the far side over there. That was number 44 over there in trail, Connor Chacon for the Thunderbird Titans. It results in no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 upcoming here for Sierra Linda. 1:38 remaining here in our first half.
As outstanding as the Titans secondary is and has been tonight, Kamar Lee has still got to find a way to get the ball to Stephon Daly. That's his guy. He's got to find a way. Hopefully he can get free, and Kamar Lee's got to fire that football. Got to get Stephon Daly started.
They got to start taking some shots. You're exactly right. They empty out now. And in at quarterback now for Sierra Linda, This is AG Anthony Garcia, the 5'10", 155-pound junior, and Coach Prayer making a change now at the quarterback position here late in the first half. 3rd and 8 now here as the Sierra Linda contingent coming alive here with the insertion of AG into the ballgame here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, let's see if Garcia can provide a spark to the Sierra Linda offense.
Once again, they go empty set here for Garcia on 3rd down. Possession play. He looks to throw. He's got to climb the pocket. He goes to the air, and it's almost intercepted. Back there in coverage, number 85, Marzon Arnold, and Arnold almost hauled that one in. Wow.
Secondary is they're special. They are all over the place. Garcia looks deep, and Marjon Arnold almost picked it up right there. Those guys just sky up double coverage right there for the wide receiver. Arnold, number 85, nearly pulled it in for the INT.
So many close but no cigar plays here tonight in this first half, Ed.
Has been a lot of them, yes.
My goodness. 4th down now, and we have movement up front here. And that looks to be offsides on Thunderbird, but we'll get the official confirmation here from Joe Anderson in just a moment. Here we go, Ed. Excellent. Possession play, 4th down here, 4-down territory from here on out for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs.
Oh, Kamar Lee's back in there, James.
Kamar Lee back in at quarterback now for the Bulldogs.
He's looking for a play call from the sidelines. He's like, what do we run here?
Empty backfield here for Kamar Lee. Stephon Daly comes in motion. They look like they were going to give it to him on a jet sweep into the boundary, and a timeout on the field called by Sierra Linda. So we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. You're watching Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. More coming your way next.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
.53 seconds remaining here in our first half as we welcome you back to Jack Story Field here in Phoenix. Anthony Garcia now back in at quarterback for Sierra Linda. He's got Bowen, the lone setback. Bowen stays in the block. He goes to the air on the far side. It's complete at the 45-yard line, and a nice takedown there on the tackle. Number 44, Connor Chacon on the stop over there for the Titans. And now Sierra Linda's going to go hurry up right here. Let me get out of this replay. We're back to live action here on 2nd and 8. AG comes near side with it. It falls incomplete. His intended target was Seth Daly, and Tyler Woods providing magnetic coverage right there for the Titans.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe this secondary for Thunderbird. Magnetic. They are sticking to these wide receivers, and they're not letting go.
They are not indeed. Great coverage on the back end once again there for Thunderbird. And 3rd and 8 possession play, another possession play here for the Bulldogs. We've got an extended halftime for you here, so make sure and stay with us. We will give you coverage of everything going on the field here tonight during the halftime ceremonies. And we'll have a couple of coaches' interviews for you as well here during the halftime. Sierra Linda now goes back to work. AG goes out the far side. He's forced out of bounds on that far side by Thunderbird's number 44, Connor Chacon. And Chacon has got a number of great defensive plays here in this second quarter for the Titans.
Yes, he has. He has stepped up big. Chacon has number 44 to go along with the rest of his brothers out there. So you would just call that just coverage back there, the secondary, not letting AG do anything. So that's why he had to tuck and run, call his own number, because there was nothing available for him to throw to.
Four down territory here for Sierra Linda. AG's in the shotgun. Bowen stays in the block. He fires. It's complete to Stephon Daly near the line to gain. And Stephon Daly, I believe, has his first catch of the night with 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Wow. If you'd have told me that before tonight's ball game, I might have put some money on that one, Ed.
Yeah, that's pretty shocking to say that Stephon Daly, his first catch came pretty much right before halftime. But again, credit that secondary for Thunderbird. That Titan secondary is sticking to him like glue.
They are indeed. Stephon Daly, the Colorado State University commit, going to go up there and play some football in Fort Collins next fall.
And they're going to
How
love
about
him.
that?
They're going to love him there.
Oh, man, are they ever. He's going to love it up there as well. Timeout on the field called by Thunderbird. 11 seconds remaining here in our first half. We will be right back to Jack Story Field here in Phoenix in 1 minute.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
Welcome back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. 11 seconds remaining in our first half. It's all Titans tonight here, 27-0 over the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. First down and 10 now. AG from the shotgun, an empty backfield here on 1st and 10. The pressure comes right away. He climbs the pocket, and he is dropped on the far side of the field by a couple of Titans defenders. And nice pursuit there to end our first half of play here from Jack Story Field in Phoenix. It's all Titans, 27-0 here on Thursday Night Football here on the Epic Sports Network. Homecoming 2022. And if you're the Titans fans, you can't be much happier about this one than a shutout.
No, that was 24 minutes of great football for the home team, for Thunderbird to go up 27-0. They start off with their defense with a pick six. Brian Costa gets a pick six, and then it just snowballs from there for Sierra Linda. Thunderbird just looks so strong offensively and defensively, and they are in great position right now, up 27 on homecoming night.
We've reached halftime. It's going to be an extended 20-minute halftime here inside Jack Story Field, so we'll get that clock reset to 20 minutes, and we'll step aside and take a short commercial timeout here on the Epic Sports Network. We'll come back for halftime festivities here from Jack Story Field in Phoenix. Stay with us. Thursday Night Football coming your way next. Third quarter action coming up in about 20 minutes.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again.
Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout. Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
And now please welcome your Thunderbird Marching Band to the field for their halftime performance. Thunderbird Band is directed by Melody Wilson. Staff includes Albert Grijalva, Brendan Christensen, Jillian Ruby, Jennifer Zions, and Sarah Lazan. The band will be performing their 2022 field show entitled Rite of Passage. This month, the band did a staff march fundraiser, so tonight on the field, you will see Miss Melody and staff, Jillian and Brendan. They are marching dots for the students that raised the most money. Avery Klein, Joshua Hackett, and Colton Malencock.
I know. Oh, when you said that, it made me think, so mind the shot.
Let's hear it for your Thunderbird Marching Band.
It's working too. I'm trying to see if the commercial.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. takes our score 27-0. The Thunderbird Titans over the visiting Sierra Linda Bulldogs. Had a chance to catch up with both head coaches this past week. Let's go ahead and take a listen to that now. First, we'll visit with head coach Ty Prayer of the Sierra Linda Bulldogs.
I'm visiting here with the head coach of the Sierra Linda Bulldogs, Coach Ty Prayer. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time out this afternoon. You guys are 3-3 coming into the matchup this week on Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network against the Thunderbird Titans. Just break down this real quick, if you will, the first 6 games of your season and the synopsis of your ball clubs.
Freshman
Apologize for that, but we're going to come back here to our main shot here and cover the homecoming festivities for Thunderbird. We will step aside and let you enjoy that here. Homecoming Court 2022.
Sophomore royalty, Carter Howell and Chad Couch.
That's my capture of the last 10 seconds.
Junior royalty, Medine Yulasawa and Aiden Rampley. And now, your 2022 homecoming king, Zachary Weigley. Your 2022 homecoming queen, Jessica Doucette.
Homecoming Court 2022 wrapped up right here on the field at Jack Story Field here at Thunderbird High School. Let's get back to that time with Coach Ty Prayer and the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. We'll be back here in just a couple of minutes for the kickoff of our second half. Stay with us.
So far, we're just a really young team. We start a lot of sophomores. And that was one of the big things for us starting off. We started off on a hot streak and winning our first 3 games, and then we've dropped our last 3. And a lot of it is just like, hey, it's time for us to grow up and mature, because it's like we might be a lot of sophomores and juniors, but it's just like around the state. My message to the kids is nobody cares if we're sophomores and juniors. We still got to come out and ball.
Absolutely right, Coach. Has there been anyone that has stood out to you here in the first half of the season, whether that be a player or maybe a coach that stepped up into a role that has filled that role really well that you weren't quite expecting? Or what have been the pleasant surprises, if you will, for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs this year?
No, absolutely. We have Stephon Daly, and the guy is just he's a different animal, and he was the one that everybody kind of knew going into it. But stepping around, we did have quite a few other kids. We had Lennox Hicks. He was on our show earlier, and he's doing his thing. But then we had a sophomore linebacker set up. His name is Akir Harris. He started off for us on at defensive end, and we just needed a linebacker. So we asked him if he'd move back, and he's been a workhorse, and he's actually he's been quick to pick up the defense. He's a great leader. He plays hard. He actually broke the school record in tackles week 3 against Empire, and then broke it again week 6 against Prescott with 20. And he's just somebody who he's consistently going out. Like, I know Prescott, he had 20 tackles. He had 14 of them solo. He had a fumble recovery. He had a pick 6, and he's just a guy who he finds his way around the football, and he's a student of the game, and that allows him to be there. At the same time, now on the other side, offensive side, we have Kamar Lee. He's a freshman. He's gone through some growing pains, but a lot of ups, and he's just sitting over there, and he's learning the game, and he's just becoming more and more consistent, which is making a big improvement to our team.
Coach, final question for you here. What do you know about these Thunderbird Titans? You're heading over tomorrow evening to battle those guys on their home turf. What have you seen from them on film, and what kind of challenges are they going to pose to your ball club?
They do a lot of different things. Like, Thunderbird's going to come out, and they got a lot of speed. They're going to run around. So it's just like our whole thing is we're going to sit over here and just do what we do. We're not going to go and try to reinvent the wheel. We're just going to go out and play our game, and I think if we play our game, we play it the way we know we're capable of playing. We'll have a good time tomorrow night.
Folks, welcome back to Homecoming 2022 here at Thunderbird High School. The Titans up 27-0. They are looking strong in the first 24 minutes of football. If you missed it, they started off with a bang with a pick 6 from Brian Acosta in the first quarter, and they never looked back. Brian Acosta, pick 6, puts them up 7-0. Quick scoring recap as we get ready for the third quarter. Carter Squires, the quarterback, hits Brody Fogelson for a touchdown, puts them up 14-0. Fullback Greg Smith runs it in for a touchdown. They're up 20-0 after the first quarter. Then running back Marshawn Arnold has a long touchdown run, puts them up 27-0, where they are right now. And the Titans won the kickoff, but they deferred, so now they get the football in the second half. So Carter Squires and his offense can come back on the field again and see if they can try to down and score again.
Yes, a whole half of football to play here, Ed. We've seen it a couple times this season, a tale of two halves where a team will come out and dominate first half, and then the other team will go in, make those necessary halftime adjustments, and then come out here and try to make a difference on their side of the football. And so we'll see if Sierra Linda is able to do just that.
Well, for the Bulldogs, it'll have to start on defense because, as we mentioned, Thunderbird gets the ball on offense. So somebody's have to make plays for the Bulldogs defense if they want to hopefully get the football back, get a turnover, and that'll change the momentum and get them feeling much better about themselves. Let's see what adjustments they make during that extended 20-minute halftime period.
Yes.
And see if they can come out more inspired than they were in the first half of football.
We shall see. Back deep to receive now for the Thunderbird Titans. That looks to be Arnold. And Elijah Little back deep there, the sophomore, 5'8", 160. And he's got some wheels there if they kick it far left.
And we saw Arnold's got some wheels, too, on that touchdown run.
He does
before
indeed.
Halftime, yeah.
So we're ready to go here for quarter number 3. Half number 2 underway here. A little onside trickeration there. The ball is fielded pretty cleanly on the far side over there.
Matthew Martinez gets the recovery.
Matthew Martinez puts the Thunderbird Titans in prime field position. 6'2", 230-pound senior making a play for his club here in the first moments of half number 2.
And I don't begrudge the Bulldogs for trying to do an onside kick. They're down 27 points. You got to try to do something to get a spark going in your football team. Why not try an onside kick and see if you can recover it and get you guys in good field position?
It was a valiant effort.
It was.
You got to try something. I'm with you 100% on that. If what you're doing is not working, you got to try to shake it up some way, somehow. First down and 10 now, Thunderbird from the Sierra Linda 44. On a toss out to the 40-yard line.
That's Elijah Little.
That is Elijah Little indeed on the carry that time for Thunderbird, and just a beautiful little toss, get to the edge, and then turn on the jets.
Yep, that's what Little does have, jets. He turned it on and put some good speed for that 5-yard run, 5-yard carry.
Uses that patience, lets the blocking develop up front, and then finds that crease and hits it going downhill. A gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 upcoming here. Clock runs as we approach 11.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd. Squires drops back the pass. He fires. It falls incomplete. His intended target was Elijah Little, and the ball falls incomplete. No gain on the play. 3rd and 5. Possession play right here for Thunderbird. And Captain Obvious has just entered the broadcast booth. Sierra Linda would love a stop right here.
They would. But at least on that play, Squires felt a little bit of pressure coming from his right side, and he kind of led Elijah a little bit too far, not allowing Little to catch that ball because it was way beyond where he was able to catch it.
Squires under center now. 2-by-1 on the outside. They bring a man in motion across the formation on a delayed draw. Out across the 30-yard line. A powerful run for Tyler Woods. And you love to see the physicality on display right there for the Titans and Mr. Woods.
I do like that handoff, that hesitation that Squires did, allowing the defense to kind of collapse on him, and then he handed it off to Tyler Woods. Tyler Woods was able to bust right through the middle and get that 1st down and some.
1st down and 10 Titans now from the 30. So glad you joined us here this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Hope you're enjoying tonight's ball game. Wherever you may be watching from, make sure and get in the comments there. Let us know who you're watching or who you're cheering for and where you're watching from. Squires now under center. They give it to the up back.
That's number 21.
And that is Greg Smith.
Yeah, sorry, James.
No, you're fine. And Smith with a nice chunk there as well. And now we're starting to see this Thunderbird running attack taking shape here once again in this 2nd half.
Yeah.
And they just spread the wealth here on offense, does Coach Nolette.
They are a strong running football team, again, averaging about 180 yards rushing a game. A myriad of running backs that they can put back there for Carter Squires to hand off to.
2nd down and 7 here for Squires. He raises the right leg. He's going to get the snap. They're going to hand it off to the tailback this time. Plunging his way forward, that is Sean Matthews. And a great job there by Matthews. Let's take one more look at it right here.
Courtesy of Stream Deck. I like that, James. Look at your technology working for you.
Look at that. It's working here 2nd half. Hot dog.
Hey, how about that?
And you see right there Sean Matthews, almost 300 yards. He's over 300 yards now after tonight's action here for the Thunderbird Titans.
And here's the thing, James. If you've got a football team like this that can run the ball as effectively as they do, and you get a lead like this and they just run the ball and they just pound the ball and wear down defenses because their offensive line is so strong and their running backs are so strong. That's why they're 4-2. They're looking like they'll be 5-2 if they hold on after this one.
Tough to stop indeed, Ed, with that ground and pound game here for the Titans. This one out very close to the line to gain. As our linesman Rod Walker trots in and says it is good for a Thunderbird 1st down. So the Titans moving the football and more importantly keeping that clock running with 9 minutes remaining here in our 3rd quarter.
James, you got to give love to this offensive line for the Titans. Matthew Martinez, Talon Flores, Justin Kelly, Chance Porras, Eric Mejia Perez. These guys up front, man, kind of unsung heroes a lot, but you know they give all the props to the running backs and the quarterbacks, but these offensive linemen are mashing.
The offensive linemen are the real reason why these skill players are able to do what they do out here, Ed. 1st down and 10 now. Squires hands it off, going far side across the 20 and weaving his way through traffic very close to the line to gain. That is Alexander Harland. And Harlan with a nice tote right there for the Titans. Another look at it right here.
Stream Deck is killing it, isn't it?
Right now it is.
You love it, yeah.
Oh, man.
Technology,
it's
folks.
all about the workflow, man.
That's right.
It's all about the ease of workflow here.
All of our fine viewers know about technology. When it wants to work, it works.
When it works and it works, you're happy with it. And when it doesn't work, it's job security for me. That's what it is.
Yeah.
2nd down and 3 upcoming here because, hey, if we fixed it, we'd be out of a job, right? 3-by-1 on the outside now for Squires. He swings it out into the flat. It's complete. And a nice gain on the play all the way down to the 5-yard line. goes Sean Matthews. And Matthews with a very nice play once again right there for Thunderbird.
Yeah, Carter Squires got the protection from his offensive line. He just hits that little swing pass out to Matthews out there in the flat on the left side, and then Matthews takes it and does the rest right there, getting that much closer to the end zone, that much closer to pay dirt.
So it's going to be first down and goal now for Thunderbird from the 5-yard line. Carter Squires now sits in the shotgun.
They can't hear anything with these on.
He's got Elijah Little flanked to his left, on first and goal. Squires, he fires, it's Little, and into the end zone. It's going to be short of the end zone, short of the goal line, I should say. But a beautiful effort right there for Elijah Little. And one more look at it right here.
Yeah, fired it up, Stream Deck. Let's see what this play is. I was talking to some of the faithful, the Thunderbird faithful. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. They were mentioning the fact that we were talking about the offensive linemen, and we have to, because these guys, you know, they don't get a whole. Let's think about it, Ed. There's one thing that a lineman can get on the stat sheet, offensive lineman. It's a pancake block.
Yes.
And that's it. Squires behind that aforementioned offensive line tries to nudge his way into the end zone, and he's good for the touchdown. Squires once again lining up behind the big fellas and plunging his way into the end zone for 6.
Check that replay. Yeah, Carter Squires gets that snap, takes it straight up right behind his center, and they just bang each other. Offensive line is trying to push the defensive line. Defensive line is trying to push back against the offensive lineman to get to Carter Squires, but eventually he does cross the end zone for 6. Puts him up 33-0.
Six minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. 34-0, the Titans of Thunderbird High School over the visiting Sierra Linda Bulldogs. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on the Epic Sports Network in 60 seconds.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
It's all Titans, 34-0 here over the Bulldogs of Sierra Linda. Ryan Monroe with a deep kick into the end zone, and that will be another touchback this night.
Monroe's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. Sierra Linda will take over, first down.
I'm sorry.
There we go. Now we're back in. Sorry,
Okay.
we had our microphone muted there for a moment, folks. Technical difficulties
So
here.
you got excited about Stream Deck.
I did.
See?
Yep. And it got one over on me right there, but that's okay.
So I was saying before I was muted, that this, yeah, you mentioned the word strong for Ryan Monroe in the kicking, but yeah, strong is a great word to describe this Titans football team up 34-0. Their offense is outstanding. Run the football well. Carter Squires can throw the football. This defense is just all over the place. They're playing on, they're playing like it's a championship game for them.
They're playing like it's do or die, right?
Yep.
That's what they're doing, and that's what you want to do. You want to keep that hammer down as they hand it off to Bowen, going far side, and he's stopped over there by who else but 44 Connor Chacon. And Chacon with probably his 6th, maybe his 8th tackle of the night here for the Titans.
Quite possibly.
Bowen, the ball carrier for Sierra Linda.
Yeah, Chacon, a 5'8", 165-pound senior. There's a lot of great 44s that have come through the National Football League, James.
Oh, my goodness. The first one that comes to mind is Tom
Rathman, yes. I mean, Tom could have played. He could have played outside linebacker. He was
and
at
speaking
that fullback.
of 49ers running backs, some exciting news coming down the pipe here just a moment ago. We'll talk about it here after this 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Lee goes over the middle. The ball is nearly intercepted. That was Nate Godoy on coverage right there for Thunderbird, and he almost had himself an INT.
Yeah, Godoy almost had his 3rd interception. Well, yeah, we were talking about 49ers breaking news. Christian McCaffrey is going to the San Francisco 49ers in exchange for some draft picks. So that's a good pickup for the 49ers if CMC can stay healthy. That's the only problem with Christian, but he was great at Stanford. He was great at Carolina when he's healthy, but that's the problem. If Christian can stay healthy, he can be a major factor for San Francisco.
And you know Christian McCaffrey coming from that championship bloodline there in Denver, Colorado.
You got to throw the Broncos in there, don't you? Huh?
I do. I can't help it. I have to. Can't help myself. So when you talk about, anytime you talk about a McCaffrey, we're going to talk about
his
the
dad,
Broncos.
Ed, was great, wasn't he?
Oh, 87 was something
goodness.
else. Out there in the flat, it's Bowen on a little screen. And he is dropped almost immediately there by number 42, Ryan Kavalami. Kavalami, 32 tackles on the year, 10 TFLs. We talked about it a little bit earlier for the sophomore, and 5.5 sacks. That might even be another one right there, make it 6.5 for Kavalami.
Well, James, that was a quick drive for the Bulldogs, huh? Ends in a punting situation.
That was a very quick stand there for Sierra Linda. Back deep to receive now for Thunderbird. This is going to be Elijah Little. 4:49 and counting here left in our 3rd quarter. So glad you joined us this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Special shout out to our camera operator tonight up in the scissor left here right behind us, Alexis Weissar, doing a great job, something Ed and I could never do.
Never. Ooh.
This punt trickles across the 30-yard line and takes a Thunderbird bounce. Once again, the Thunderbird Titans will have excellent field position here to start this drive with 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in our 3rd quarter.
You talk about a statement game right now for the Titans. They come out here in their 2nd 4A Southwest section game, and they're putting up this number, pitching a shutout against Sierra Linda. Sierra Linda's a good football team.
They are.
Yes, they're in the midst of a 3-game losing streak. Looks like it might be 4 if they can't come back from this deficit. But Sierra Linda's good, and it's just one of those nights. You have those nights. It's a special night with homecoming, and everything is just working so far for the home team.
Yeah, sometimes it goes that way, Ed.
Yeah,
and you could say, I think it's fair to say, domination here tonight so far by Thunderbird.
So far.
He goes to the air. He has a man. It falls incomplete. Outstanding coverage that time provided by Sierra Linda's Askell Covarrubias.
That's good, James.
You like that? Covarrubias on coverage there, and he had great defensive position that time and just kind of walled off the receiver on that one right
Yeah,
there.
he was with Alexander Harlan the entire way. Didn't let Harlan get that inside position on him. He had that inside position, so he had the upper hand on that one-on-one matchup.
Carter Squires now with 2x2 on the outside. He's going to hand this one off. Cutting it back inside with room to run just in front of the umpire, all the way down across the 10-yard line. And that was Sean Matthews just rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling right there. Not a whole lot of stumbling, however, for Thunderbird.
I love how a 5'11", 195-pounder like Matthews can change direction like that. We're checking it right now, folks. He takes it off the right side, then he immediately decides to go to his left. He changes the course of action, changes the course of the way he's running, and he gets even more yards. What an impressive run by Sean Matthews.
Barreling down to the 9-yard line now, and Thunderbird getting ready to punch this one in. A lot of distinguished alumni here at this game tonight for the Thunderbird Titans. A low snap there for Squires, and we can only hope that Elijah Little was able to cover up that football. I believe he was, because it looks like it stays with the Thunderbird Titans. But it will be a loss of 3 on the play back to the 12-yard line. So this will bring up a 2nd down and 9 upcoming here. Make it 2nd and 13.
We're seeing quite a few mishandled snaps for both football teams tonight, James. Just the center and quarterback exchange for quite a few times has not been as smooth as the quarterbacks would like it to be.
Yeah, a lot of times when you go out of the shotgun, that happens from time to time. You get a low snap. Here goes number 4, just running with bad intentions on the far side over there for the Thunderbird Titans. And you love to see it. Sean Matthews just picking him up and putting him down.
That's power football right there. He's looking like Tom Rathman on those runs right there.
Yeah.
Sean Matthews he's bucking for that Epic Wings player of the game with his play so far tonight.
Another 44 for you, Chuck Foreman.
Yes, Chuck
back
Foreman.
in the day.
Yes. Former New Orleans Saints.
Yep. Also played with the Minnesota Vikings,
yes,
I believe, as well.
Yep.
2 by 1 on the outside now for Carter Squires. He's got Elijah Little in the slot. He's going to come in motion. He gets the call on the jet sweep. He tries to cut it upfield, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Elijah Little on the jet sweep. They called his number, and he called his own number, got into the end zone, and scored 6.
It is just the power, the speed of Elijah Little. Being as small as he is, 5'8", 160 pounds, you combine that with his speed and his agility and his ability to see and weave through those redwoods that I always like to say, those big guys. He's able to get through that forest, and he gets into the end zone for the score. Nice run by Little.
Ryan Monroe on for the PAT now. It is up and good. Our score, 41-0. Thunderbird over the visiting Sierra Linda Bulldogs. 2:11 remaining here in our third quarter. We'll step aside, take a short timeout, and come right back here in 60 seconds to Jack Story Field.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We welcome you back to Jack Story Field here in Phoenix. It's all Titans here tonight on the campus of Thunderbird High School, just off 19th Avenue in Thunderbird here in Phoenix. 2:11 remaining here in our third quarter. So glad you joined us this evening on the Epic Sports Network. Don't forget, stay with us. Following the conclusion of tonight's game, we will award an Epic Wings player of the game and get that gentleman up here in the booth and chat with him for a little bit. Sierra Linda takes over now. First down at 10 from their own 20. They had a touchback on the kickoff. That was AG Anthony Garcia now in at quarterback there for Sierra Linda. They handed it off to Kevin Alexander Tortolero Bracamonte. Bracamonte picking up 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 upcoming here now for the Bulldogs.
Speaking of running, Thunderbird 4 straight rushing touchdowns. That's impressive.
Impressive to say the least.
Yep.
These guys have come to play, and they're on the doorstep right now, Ed, of improving their record to 5-2. And, you know, it's almost time to start that playoff conversation, my friend.
Yes, sir, it is.
We are coming down the home stretch. Stacked receivers to each side now for AG Anthony Garcia. He comes near side to Stephon Daly at the 35-yard line. It's hauled in, but he is immediately met by a host of Thunderbird tacklers. And there were so many orange jerseys in there, Ed, it was hard to distinguish them apart.
Well, I know. One was Andrew Wilkinson, number 9. Another one, of course, Sean Matthews. He's always in the middle linebacker, number 4. And as you mentioned, 2 or 3 other guys were in there. But that's, I believe, if that's our count, that's Stefan's second catch today, if we're correct.
Yes. In almost 3 entire quarters of football. Wow. You talk about shutting a guy down, but you got to imagine that's the plan for Coach Lillette when he sits down, watches film with his coaches and says, hey, we got to take 7 out of the ball game.
Of course. I'm sure that was their main focus when they were, as you mentioned, watching film and practicing. We've got to shut down number 7. We've got to take him out of this football game, and it limits what Sierra Linda can do if your main target is erased, pretty much.
First down and 10 now, Sierra Linda after the penalty. AG comes near side with it. It's caught. Number 2, Jackson Baird on the reception, and Baird with a nice haul in there right in front of the broadcast booth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sierra Linda's got to continue to push the tempo. It's 30 seconds left to go before the 4th quarter. Got to string a couple positive plays together. Keep on moving it.
Second down and 6 upcoming here now as this should be the last play of quarter number 3. 3-by-1 on the outside now for AG. He's going to go to the air with it. He's got a man, but it's too tall. The intended target was Seth Daly, and it falls incomplete with 2 seconds remaining on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Don't forget, stay with us following the conclusion of tonight's ballgame. We will award the Epic Wings Player of the Game.
Yeah, and just looking at Stephon Daly on the other side, he is just covered. He can't get free of anybody. Elijah Little was in coverage with him on that other side, on the other side.
He's been blanketed all night long. Yep. They're passing him off to another defender almost every single time. And we talked about it earlier. That's got to be part of the game plan for Coach Nollette, especially on the defensive side of the football. Just let's get 7 out of this game and eliminate him completely if we can. And they've done that. All but 2 catches here tonight for Daly. But it was great to see that young man last week over at McClintock High School, or excuse me, week before last over at it was McClintock when we saw him. That's right. And that ball falls incomplete. The intended target was DJ Ross, and we've reached the end of our 3rd quarter. 41-0 Thunderbird over the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. Stay with us here. We'll be right back to Jack Story Field in just a minute.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School in Phoenix, our 4th and final quarter on the air here.
It's so cool.
4th down and 6. Stream deck for the win. 2-by-1 on the outside now for AG. He's going to call his own number and gets all the way out to midfield right there. And a hard chunk of yardage there gained by number 12, Anthony Garcia.
Yeah, nothing is easy tonight for Sierra Linda. AG had to fight for those yards. We see the score, 41-0. They haven't been able to crack this defense to get into the end zone. It's just that kind of night. The Titans defense is just, they're playing outstanding football, outstanding team football and individual football when needed.
A penalty flag on the play. 11:55 remaining. We're 5 seconds into our fourth quarter here.
Penalty is against Sierra Linda.
Was it a holding call? Whatever it is. Looks like it's backing up at least 10 yards maybe. Was it
I
holding?
did not see the actual indication. It might have been holding.
Me neither.
Regardless, the ball sits at the 37-yard line of Sierra Linda. 41-0. It's been all Titans here tonight if you're joining us late. And Ed, this team very impressive here under first-year head coach Matt Nolet.
No question. They started off with a bang again with a pick six right off the bat. Brian Acosta gets a pick six to start off the scoring for Thunderbird, and they have not looked back once.
It's amazing what happens when you bring in a new coaching staff, a new culture, and you implement that in just the right way, and it pays dividends on the field. They give it out the far side now with room to run across the 25-yard line. A nice gain on the play, and now we've got a little bit of extracurricular activity, if you will, over there on the far side. Let's take a look at that fantastic run out the gate over there for the Titans.
Just Squires gets the handoff. That little hesitation allows his offensive line to get that push on the defensive line. He hands the ball off to Travis Woods, and Travis takes it off the left side. And let's see if it stands. We don't know if it'll be an unsportsmanlike penalty after all that, all those extracurriculars you talked about.
There might be one or two of these coming up here in just a moment,
Yeah.
Ed, because
There's one.
They definitely weren't sharing Thanksgiving recipes over there, I assure
They call
you.
Sierra Linda on one.
Penalty is unsportsmanlike.
Oh, two of them. Two of them on Sierra Linda. Okay.
The frustration boiling over here for the Bulldogs here in quarter number 4. And it's tough, Ed. You got to trot back out there on the field. You're down 41-0, and it's fourth quarter, and you got to somehow find a way to grab yourself by the bootstraps and get out there and play some more football.
It is very difficult when you know you have been beaten pretty much to a pulp tonight, 41-0. You've been dominated physically on both sides of the football. And again, as you mentioned, these young men, they're human too. They're going to get frustrated down 41 points. This is not the game that they expected it to be.
Very true.
Again, Sierra Linda in the midst of a 3-game losing streak. Looks like it's going to be 4 after this game. But it's just a tough stretch of the season that they were in, considering they were 3-0 to start the season, James. And
yes,
four games later, then they're heading toward a 4-game losing streak.
Up next for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs is a trip to battle the Yonker Rough Riders. That's a road game, and then they'll return home on the 4th of November to battle Estrella Foothills. Next up for the Thunderbird Titans, they will battle the Trevor G. Brown Bruins. We were out there a couple of weeks ago for Thursday Night Football. Into the end zone for the touchdown. That is number 5, Travis Woods. And Woods scampers in there and adds to a very impressive Titans total here tonight.
Their 5th consecutive rushing touchdown tonight, folks. It's just, this is a magnificent offensive display from a running game standpoint for the Titans. Offensive line, again, being dominant against that defensive line. And Travis Woods gets the handoff from his quarterback, takes it straight up the middle for the score. Puts them up 47-0.
Swinging that right leg through once again, Ryan Monroe. And Monroe has got himself, I want to say 6, maybe 7 now, PATs here on the night. I believe it's 6. I believe one of them didn't go through. It's 48-0 Thunderbird here with 11:35 remaining here in our fourth quarter. We're going to keep it right here. Don't forget to stay with us following the conclusion of tonight's game. We will award the Epic Wings Player of the Game. And Ed, we got to conversate about that for a few minutes during one of the upcoming commercial timeouts.
I know we've been talking about it already. Like, who do we give it to? If it's clearly it'll be a Thunderbird player, but who is it? Because everybody has gotten in on the party tonight.
Yes, I know, an embarrassment of riches here, if you will, for Coach Nolet here over at Thunderbird High School. And you love to see it. He's establishing the culture here, really turning things around for these guys. And the proof is in the pudding here for the Titans.
Yeah, and winning will bring recruits.
Yes, it will.
Yes, it will.
And it'll also bring attention from colleges as well.
Sure will.
Getting a couple of these young men some well-deserved looks, as we like to say. This one's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line. They run the clock. And that is DJ Ross on the return right there for Sierra Linda. 11:05 remaining here in our fourth quarter. Up next for the Thunderbird Titans, we mentioned it, they will take a trip over to 75th Avenue and Thomas to battle the Trevor G. Brown Bruins. We saw Coach Rangel up here just a little bit earlier in the booth, checking out his boys, Sierra Linda Bulldogs, and then also scouting out the Titans of Thunderbird. A win-win tonight for Coach Rangel.
That's a beautiful stadium. We were just there a couple weeks ago
at
Trevor G. Brown. Of course, the elements weren't as nice as it was tonight, but
lightning delay.
That is a beautiful stadium there.
It is. I love how it's sunken into the ground. It's a real stadium.
It's very nice.
Great stuff. Sierra Linda comes back this way with an AG in at quarterback.
Yeah, he was trying to hit Stephon Daly.
Trying to get to Daly on that, and we have a penalty flag on the field.
Got my rosters mixed up, sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, goodness. Clock continues to run, 10:25 and counting. Titans up 48-0. This is an impressive performance for the home team on homecoming night to pitch a shutout to this point.
It is impressive indeed, and we are now under the AIA running clock rule, so that clock should not stop really here, Ed, until the final horn, unless we have an injury timeout or a actual timeout called by one of the teams on the field.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 10 now here for the Bulldogs from the 33. AG drops back. He fires out into the flat. It's complete to Jackson Baird. And Baird coming on here as of late for Sierra Linda, just a junior. He's got 26 receptions, 242 yards on the season, and 2 touchdowns as well for the Bulldogs. One more look at it right here.
This Titans defense continues to play. Even though they're up 48 points, they don't want to give up anything, James. They're playing, like you said, as if this was the championship game and everything is on the line, and it's a tighter score than it is now.
They're playing like they're down 48-0 is what it is, and that's exactly what you could hope for if you're Coach Nolet and the staff. 2nd and 6 now here for Sierra Linda from the 47. 2-by-2 on the outside now. That one falls incomplete. That's Kamar Lee back into the ballgame. He was trying to find Jackson Baird out there on the far side. And no gain on the play. 3rd and 6 now upcoming here for Sierra Linda.
It has been tough all night for Kamar Lee and AG Anthony Garcia as they interchange quarterbacks. It's been hard, extremely difficult for them to do anything offensively. We talked about ad nauseum. Stephon Daly has been a non-factor tonight. I believe he has, by our count, 2 catches tonight. Again, this is a young man that has over 100 yards receiving and touchdowns in 5 of their 6 games, and he's been pretty much eliminated tonight, courtesy of that defense.
I know we've talked a lot about that offensive line for Thunderbird, but how about the D-line as well?
Yes.
Doing a great job out here tonight. Ryan Kavalami, among others there, and you got the big nose guard in there, 71, Damian Stolp, 6'3", 310 pounds. That gentleman right there is 2-gapping it in there, Ed.
Yeah, him. Also, Micah Fonseca, number 76, just came in. He's a defensive line. He's 6'4", 310.
Golly.
They just, talent just comes in. They just told him in and out.
They just keep plugging them in. Plug and play right here for Coach Nolet. And it helps to have that size up front on that defensive line.
So
you can only double team so many guys up front on that D-line, Ed.
Yep.
CJ, you got to just block the rest of them mano-y-mano.
Yep, CJ Curry coming back in, defensive lineman. He subs in for Kavalami. They just rotate him in and out. And they don't slip in production at all, James.
It doesn't fall off at all. That's the trick.
The energy level stays high for every player that comes in here.
7:27 remaining here in the fourth. 48-0 Titans over the Bulldogs. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
Number 21 with the interception. Titans will take over. First down on the 45-yard line. That's 72, Forrest, the ball carrier for the Titans.
In there now, he's going to be up front now on the offensive line this time, so one shot at glory in there for the big 72. Chance force to make it happen. 9-11, 265, running behind the pads, and now they give another big play up the middle. That is number.
That's Justin Kelly, number 58, the ball carrier for the Titans.
Hey, I want him to just get the direction. Here we go. He's going to get the call.
That's Micah Fonseca, number 76, the ball carrier for Thunderbird. Taking it down for a first down. Cohill in number 12 for quarterback for Thunderbird. That's Jake Montiel, number 32, the ball carrier. Alvarado made the stop for Sierra Linda, and it's second down after a gain of 1.
And I believe that was Jake Montiel on the carry right there, the 5'7" sophomore. He is going to hit the showers victorious here tonight on homecoming. Unless there's a minor miracle for the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. Nice patience and a nice skip on it here.
That's 11, Dylan Whitbrot, the ball carrier for the Titans.
Just let him run.
We apologize, folks. We're now back on the audio there. A little miscue for you.
Ball carrier is number 35, Kyle Montiel.
Kyle Montiel now gets the call, and they are spreading the rock around now. The sophomore gets a carry there.
Stops, it's a first down for Thunderbird.
First down and 10 now for the Thunderbird Titans at the 18-yard line as Sierra Linda shuffles defensive players in and out. You see Zeke Lopez trot in there now, in there at the nose tackle position. Cohill now under center. He's going to hand it off. And actually, he's going to keep it himself. Correction, they gave it to Montiel on the far side. Number 32 gets the handoff that time, Jake Montiel. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Don't forget to stay with us following the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Ed Cole's going to give away the Epic Wings Player of the Game.
Oh, put it on me, okay. This is a tough decision.
Under 2 minutes to play in the game. An I formation now behind Cohill. They're going to hand it off to the fullback. And that's the big fella, number 75. A flag on the play, Eric Mejia Perez. And let's watch him run the rock here one time while we sort through the laundry.
Unsportsmanlike conduct indicated against Sierra Linda.
So an unsportsmanlike penalty assessed to the Sierra Linda Bulldogs. So that'll give the Thunderbird Titans a little bit more room. And apologies for the earlier audio difficulties there, especially when the big boys were running the rock. We had ourselves muted there, so apologies for that, but we got that fixed. 2nd and 10 now from the 15. Two by one on the outside now for Cohill. Under a minute to play in the fourth. 48-0 Titans over the Bulldogs.
You think they'll go in victory formation right here, James?
They could. Talon Flores in there at fullback. Maybe he's going to get one more crack at it here before the end of the fourth. Cohill now is going to go under center here on 3rd down. They hand it off to the fullback, and he plunges his way into the end zone. They say he's short of the line to gain.
Flores close.
Talon Flores got the call right there for Thunderbird. One more look at it right here, and that will probably be the last play of the ball game.
Yep, the offense is pulling back off. They're done.
And so you see the Thunderbird Titans right there getting ready for the formation of the handshake line, and we've gone final here from Thunderbird High School. Our final score, the Thunderbird Titans 48 and the Sierra Linda Bulldogs 0. We will step aside and take a short timeout and come right back here for the postgame show, and we will award the Epic Wings Player of the Game when we return. Our final score, Thunderbird 48 and Sierra Linda 0. Stay with us. We'll be right back here to Jack Story Field here in 90 seconds.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least GEICO makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
My cousin, that's my sister.
We welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix. Our final score, the Thunderbird Titans all over the Sierra Linda Bulldogs by the score of 48-0. We're pleased now to be joined by our Epic Wings player of the game, number 4, Sean Matthews. Sean, thank you for joining us here in the broadcast booth tonight. You had a fantastic game here this evening. Talk about your team's performance. You guys moved now to 5-2 on the season.
Yeah, so we came into this week knowing that it was a huge game. We knew that Sierra Linda was going to be a tough team, and we came into it like this was like we were in the playoffs. Like this was for the region title. We lost. We probably weren't going to win it. So this was for the region title, and we came out here and battled, and we showed what we got. We practiced hard, and this this is a full game from our team, and I'm so proud of us.
Yeah, Sean, we mentioned that during the broadcast. It looked like you guys had a championship kind of feel, like that you were taking this game seriously. Of course, it's a 4A Southwest. It's a region game, and it's homecoming. There's so much pageantry and so much importance to this football game. And you guys took care of business. You started off with Brian Acosta. Your brother gets a pick six to start off the scoring.
Yes, sir.
And then your running game was so strong. 5 straight rushing touchdowns toward the end of the game. Just talk about your running game and how strong that is. Like, you and others, you guys are so strong from a running standpoint.
Yeah, so we came into this game, we just planned to be balanced. Just we knew that we could do what we kind of wanted here, and we came out and we found a play that was working, and we just kept running it. The line was blocking beautifully. It was great all around. Just everyone was getting a piece. It was awesome.
I want to talk about those big boys up front, the offensive line, but first I want to talk about your defense. How did those guys pull their weight tonight, shutting out a good Sierra Linda club with one of the top receivers in the nation and number 7 over there? Talk about your defense and the performance they had here tonight.
Yes, sir. So we planned all week. We planned to stop the run with 5 guys in the box, and we came out and we executed that. And from there on, we have numbers on the outside, so we just took those numbers and ran with it, and we just shut them down. It was beautiful. Defensive game plan from our coach Wilby. It was awesome. It was awesome.
All right, Sean. I want to give your offensive line some love, and for Coach Nellette, for him to tote in all your brothers at the end and let them run the football. He let Chance run the ball. He let Micah run the ball. He let Talon. He let Talon run the ball. Justin run the football. What was that mindset? Did you talk to Coach Nellette about that? Or is that he was just like, let the fellas go ahead and run?
But yeah, all week the linemen, working hard. We're blocking all week, blocking good in practice, and then the linemen, they're always like, come on, coach, let us get a carry. So
let me get the ball. Let me touch the ball, coach.
Yeah, they're always blocking for us. So we got in the situation where we could let them run the ball, and we pounded it down a little bit. It was awesome. It was awesome to see it.
That's so much fun because those guys deserve it, man. They're out there working hard for you, blocking for you 24/7, and to get them to get in there and tote the rock, that is some fantastic stuff. Final question for you here from me. Coach Nellette, in his first year here, you're a senior. You've been here this is your 4th year now playing varsity football here, I'm assuming, for Thunderbird. Talk about the impact of Coach Nellette here in his first year with the program.
Coach Nellette he's just really he's really put it together this year. Like we're a different team than we've been the past couple years. We don't plan on slowing down anytime soon, and this is just great. Like letting everybody know this is who we are. So yeah.
And when I'm sorry, Sean, if you guys play like this on a nightly basis, on a weekly basis, how good can you be? Is there a ceiling for this football team?
The ceiling is high. The ceiling is high. We have big expectations here, so we plan on executing them.
The Thunderbird Titans and the Epic Wings player of the game right here, Sean Matthews. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Sean,
and
you got your family.
Yes, the family's
you got your
all
posse here. Give them some love.
The fan club is here. Who else do you want to give a shout out to on there? Everyone watching from around the world right now, right there on that little camera.
So I want to get a shout out to my mom, my
sis,
sister, my cousin, Joe Lahusky, the man. We got Dexter, and then we got Laser over there. So,
outstanding stuff here.
We got a fan base.
And who's watching on the Epic Sports Network? Anybody? Any other family, friends?
My boy Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, my boy Jordan.
Where's Jordan at?
Jordan is in Oregon. He's playing at Lewis and Clark.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
very cool.
All right, Jordan, I see you.
Very cool. He played here before at Thunderbird, I assume,
he did,
right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Fantastic stuff.
Okay.
Our final score here tonight on the Thursday Night Football Game of the Week, the Thunderbird Titans getting the win over the Sierra Linda Bulldogs, 48-0. Sean Matthews, our Epic Wings player of the game.
Sean.
Congratulations once again, my friend. A fantastic performance here tonight.
Thank you, brother.
And the Titans improved their record to 5-2 on the season, Ed, and they're going to be in the playoff conversation here very shortly.
Absolutely. They'll see Trevor G. Brown. They'll go to Phoenix next week and take on those guys next Friday night. So that should be a great matchup there. But if this team plays like they played tonight, as Sean, on a consistent basis, it's going to be a hard team to beat down the stretch come playoff time.
It will be. Thanks again for tuning in tonight on the Epic Sports Network. We will be off for the next 2 Thursday nights in a row. That'll be nice to catch our breath a little bit before the playoff run, and then we'll finish up our regular season coverage out at Kellis High School. Will be the War on 91st Avenue, Copper Canyon at Raymond Kellis. That'll be on Thursday night, November the 10th. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your football weekend, and we'll talk to you again very soon. Our final score once again tonight here from Jack Story Field in Phoenix, 48-0 Titans over the Bulldogs. Have a great night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.